The sun was high over the Sierra Nevada foothills, baking the asphalt of Highway 49 in golden light. The Golden Chain Highway stretched out ahead, winding lazily through dense pines and rugged terrain. It was the kind of day that begged for a long, solitary drive, and I was only too happy to oblige. Behind the wheel of my black-on-black Dodge Challenger RT, the world felt smaller, more manageable. The hum of the HEMI engine beneath the hood was a melody that drowned out everything else. I wasn't driving for any particular reason. I just needed to feel the road beneath me, to hear the engine roar, and to let the highway take me wherever it wanted. As I cruised along, the Challenger hugging every curve with the precision of a predator, something shifted. The air grew heavier, the way it does before a thunderstorm, though the sky was clear and blue. The trees, which had been swaying gently in the wind, stood unnaturally still. Even the ever-present buzz of cicadas had fallen silent. I slowed the car, scanning the road ahead. That's when I saw it. At first, I thought it was a shadow cast by a large tree, but as I got closer, I realized it was moving, stepping rather. A hulking figure emerged from the trees, walking into the middle of the highway as if it owned the place. The thing standing in front of me couldn't be real. Towering at least 9 feet tall, its body was covered in dark, matted fur that glistened faintly in the sunlight. Matt's arms were unnaturally long, its hands ending in claws that looked sharp enough to shred steel, and its eyes, golden and glowing, locked onto mine with an intelligence that sent a chill down my spine. For a moment we stared at each other. It didn't move. Then, with a guttural growl that seemed to shake the very air, it charged. Instinct took over. My foot slammed on the gas, and the Challenger roared in response, tires spinning before finding grip and launching me forward. In the rearview mirror, I saw the beast take off after me. It wasn't just running, it was sprinting. Its massive strides covered ground at an impossible speed, and for a moment, I thought I must be dreaming. But the vibration of the road, the scream of the engine, and the looming shadow in my mirrors told me otherwise. The Challenger's speedometer climbed 60, 80, 100 miles per hour. The engine snarled as I pushed it harder, the road a blur beneath me, but the beast was still there, its hulking form somehow keeping pace. I rounded a curve, the Challenger hugging the asphalt like a second skin. The creature veered off into the trees, and for a fleeting moment, I thought I'd lost it. Then it reappeared. It burst from the forest ahead of me, leaping onto the highway with a force that cracked the pavement. I swerved, the Challenger narrowly avoiding the creature. The tires screamed in protest, the rear fishtailing before I regained control. Not today, I muttered, adrenaline surging through my veins. The beast was relentless. It chased me through every twist and turn of the highway, leaping between the road and the trees with terrifying agility. Every time I thought I'd gained some distance, it closed the gap, its glowing eyes fixed on me like a predator sizing up its prey. But I wasn't about to let it win. Up ahead, the road straightened out into a long, open stretch. I knew this was my chance. The Challenger's Hemi engine was built for speed, and I trusted it like I trusted my own instincts. I floored the gas pedal, the roar of the engine drowning out everything else. The car surged forward, the speedometer climbing past 120 miles per hour. Behind me, the beast was losing ground. It pushed harder, its claws tearing into the asphalt as it ran, but the Challenger was faster. With every second, the gap between us grew wider. Then, just as I approached the crest of a hill, the creature made one last, desperate leap. It soared through the air, its massive form casting a shadow over the car. I swerved hard, the Challenger skidding to the edge of the road. The beast landed just behind me, its claws scraping the rear bumper but missing the tires. I didn't stop. I couldn't. The road dipped, and as I sped down the other side of the hill, the creature disappeared from view. I didn't slow down until I reached the next town. The rear bumper of the car bore deep gouges, the kind no ordinary animal could make. I looked back toward the highway, half expecting to see the beast standing there, watching me. But the road was empty, bathed in golden sunlight, as peaceful as ever. I let the engine idle for a moment, the deep growl a comforting reminder of what had just saved my life. Whatever that thing was, it wasn't a legend. It wasn't a campfire story or a figment of imagination. It was real, and I had outrun it.